Well, a glorious evening to you. Welcome along to Jalan Besar Stadium here in Singapore for this Asian Football Confederation Champions League Two fixture between the hosts, Lion City Sailors and Persib Bandung of Indonesia. Sailors unbeaten in this competition, and they come up against a side still looking for their first win, with Persib in desperate need of a victory tonight to keep their hopes of progression alive. This is what Group F looks like. It's match day 4, and the Lion City Sailors are top with 7 points. They are the only unbeaten side in the group, and another win for them could see the Sailors progressing into the round of 16 if Port defeat Zhejiang in the group's other game this evening. Persib are bottom of the standings without a win, just the 1 point so far, but success this evening against the Sailors will get them back in contention with 2 matches left after tonight's fixtures. Not much in the way of a breeze blowing across here. High humidity at 86%. 29 degrees Celsius, warm, sticky, humid conditions this evening in Singapore, which is usually the case in this part of the world. Slightly cooler than it was earlier today, as we had a little bit of rain, which should help things on this artificial playing surface, which might take some getting used to for the Persib Bandung players, with their head coach Boyan Hodak already giving it a mention in his pre-match press conference, saying that nobody likes playing on an artificial surface. I'm not quite sure that is true, but those were his words, and that his players have some experience on it. Although he also mentioned that it is a disadvantage for teams from outside Singapore. Some might say that the excuses are coming in early, but it will be interesting to see how they handle that in tonight's fixture. Alexander Rankovic, on the other hand, the Lion City Sailors head coach, is keen to use their home ground advantage to aid them in their quest for 3 points tonight. The Lion City Sailors very familiar with this venue. Thursday night football under the lights here at Jalan Besar Stadium with a great crowd and a wonderful atmosphere. Looking forward to the Lion City Sailors playing their first match at home in this competition since defeating Zhejiang at this ground on match day 1. Since then, they have played 2 games on the road, but are back at Jalan Besar, a stadium that has hosted some famous nights for Singaporean clubs in Asian continental club football. Singapore Armed Forces FC, for example, becoming the first Singaporean club to win an AFC Champions League Elite match when they defeated Hernan Jenya here all the way back in 2010. The Sailors themselves have found quite a bit of joy here as well. LCS also defeating Jeonbuk Hyundai Motors, the 2-time AFC Champions League Elite winners here last year. Almost 1 year anniversary of that win, just a day off in fact. That victory against Jeonbuk was on the 8th of November. This match taking place on the 7th. Now, the Lion City Sailors usually play their home matches at Bishan Stadium in the Singapore Premier League, which is their home ground. A natural grass pitch over there. Jalan Besar was their temporary home for a couple of seasons while upgrading works were being done at Bishan. But with that being completed, the Sailors have moved back to their home base at Bishan Stadium last year. There are, however, good memories for the club on this pitch. They sealed their 2021 Singapore Premier League title here, and this stadium is a Singaporean landmark. Boyan Hodak there in your picture, head coach of Persib. He has experience of playing in Singapore as well. Featured for Balestier Central, as they were known back then, and Jurong FC in the S-League. Well, the Sailors have put in a lot of effort into making their fans and players feel at home here once again for their AFC Champions League 2 campaign. Having also played their home matches in the AFC Champions League Elite here last season. Well, the journey to become the inaugural winners of this tournament continues then. AFC Champions League 2 revamped and renamed by the Asian Football Confederation earlier this year, seeing the greatest number of participants of any of the AFC's club competitions, with 32 teams from 23 member associations vying for progress from 8 groups that have been split evenly between the West and East regions. The top 2 finishers from each group advancing to the round of 16. We played in February 2025. This will be followed by the quarterfinals on March the 4th of next year, and semi-finals in April, before the tournament culminates in a single leg final on the 17th of May 2025. Winner will be given an indirect preliminary stage slot for the 2025-2026 AFC Champions League Elite, if they have not already qualified through their domestic performance. We are all set up for what should be an excellent game of football here between 2 Southeast Asian rivals. Sailors qualifying for AFC Champions League 2 by being the highest placed local team in the Singapore Premier League. They finished second to Albrechts Niigata Singapore, who was still a foreign team last season when they won the title. They have become a local club now. The Lion City Sailors also won the Singapore Cup last season, first in their history, and that success happened to give one of their rivals on the domestic front, Tampines Rovers, qualification to this competition, as they finished 3rd in the Singapore Premier League last year. For Persib Bandung, they qualified for this competition as Indonesia's representatives after winning the Liga 1 title last season, Liga 1. This is their 2nd appearance at this level, with the first coming back in 2015 when it was called the AFC Cup. They finished top of their group on that occasion. A loss to Kichi FC of Hong Kong, China in the round of 16. A must win for Persib Bandung. Want to keep their hopes of progression from this group alive. Not much room for error for them. The away side, for the home team, an opportunity for them to secure their place in the next stage of this competition, depending on what happens elsewhere. Let's have a look at the starting lineups, beginning with the Lion City Sailors. The same 11 tonight as it was when they took on Port in their last AFC Champions League 2 outing. Rankovic obviously delighted with what he saw from his side in Thailand, as decided to keep faith with the side that picked up the away win. Shawal Anwar looking to add to the 2 goals he scored against Port, while Leonard T will be keen to get off the mark in this competition tonight. Good options and experience on the bench as well for the Sailors. Haris Harun, Hafiz No and Anu among the options for Rankovic. Well, 3 of the 4 officials are from Sri Lanka. Nivon Robesh Gamini is the match referee for this one, the 40-year-old taking charge of his first AFC Champions League 2 fixture this season. He was the 4th official, though, when Tampines Rovers took on Namdin here at Jalan Besar, with that match finishing 3-all. He will be assisted by DGP Parakrama Hematunga and Budika Diaz. Boyan Hodak mentioning in the build-up to this fixture that he has had some injury issues to deal with, but this is still a strong Persib Bandung side. He has made 3 changes from the last fixture in this competition. Rahmat Irianto gets his first start in this season's campaign. He replaces Ido Febriansyah, who misses out on this match entirely. Mateo Kochian returns to the 11 in place of Kakang Rudianto, who has to make do with a place on the bench. The final change sees Beckham Putra Nugraha returning to the side, and he replaces the suspended Dimas Drajad, who was sent off in their last game. Persib's top scorer from last season, David Da Silva, makes a welcome return to the squad with a place on the bench this evening. Boyan Hodak mentioning that they might not be fit enough to start, but he could feature at some point tonight against the Lion City Sailors. Kickoff in this one coming up in just a bit. Here we go then. Match week 4. AFC Champions League 2. This is Group F. The Lion City Sailors from Singapore. Going from left to right on your screens, playing in the all-white. Up against Persib Bandung of Indonesia. Going from right to left in the all-blue. Both sides needing 3 points for Persib Bandung. It's a matter of survival. For the Lion City Sailors, a chance to progress into the next stage of this competition. There is Alexander Rankovic, head coach of the Lion City Sailors. 45th match in charge of the Sailors in all competitions since being named their head coach in June of last year. This is actually his longest spell as head coach of a side at the senior professional level. Most of his career coming as an assistant coach in the Netherlands with FC Utrecht, Sparta Rotterdam and Vitesse. Won his first trophy with the Sailors last year when he led them to their first Singapore Cup title. That's Lionel Tan. On to Leonard T. Clock. Touching ball in central midfield. Be partnering Dedi Kusnandar in those central midfield positions for Persib. Gustavo França puts it out for an early throw-in. Christopher Van Huysen, one of a number of Singapore internationals in this Lion City Sailors squad. Packed with talent. And speaking of talent, here's Bailey Wright. One of 2 squads for Australia at the FIFA World Cup. Boyan Hodak, 50th match as head coach of Persib Bandung, hired in July of last year. What an impact he has made at the club. 53-year-old Croatian is hugely experienced, especially when it comes to football in this part of the world. Coached at Kuala Lumpur City FC, Johor Darul Takzim and Kelantan. Hodak also had a short spell at PSM Makassar and at Shandong Taishan as their assistant manager back in 2011. Song Ayong. This is Lionel Tan. Tony Dankovic. He's looking for Leonard T. He takes the contact from Matteo Kochian. He disagrees with the decision of the referee, but is quite clearly an arm into the back of T's head. No VAR at this stage of the competition. We do have a 4th official, No Zoi Lan from Vietnam, on the sidelines to provide even more assistance to the officials out of the pitch. Early set piece to defender for Persib. Lifted in by Lestien. T. Going to try and get around Mark Klopp. A good run from Leonard T. He's earned his side a corner. Nice touch coming off Klopp. Corner's been taken quickly. It's been taken short. Lestien. Back balls looking for Bailey Wright. Well, they scored the equaliser against Persib in the first meeting between these sides from a similar sort of situation. An in-swinging cross from Maxime Lestien met at the far post by Bailey Wright, who was poorly marked on that occasion. Much better marking from Kuipers this time around. Grabbing a hold of Bailey Wright in the penalty box. A lot of that grappling going on. The referee has to have a word. Return fixture in the group, this one between these sides. It's whipped in with good pace. Mendoza with the punch. Shower with the effort. Blocked. Eventually cleared. That was Beckham. Loses out to Hami. Now Sailors applying the early pressure. Rahmat Irianto going to do a job down the left-hand side for Persib this evening. The foul was committed by Matteo. That's Matteo Kocian, 29-year-old Croatian central defender, signed by Persib in July. He has made 10 appearances for them in the league with just 4 starts. Sailors were making the point that there have already been a couple of fouls committed by Matteo Kocian. Here's Lestien, quality on the delivery again. Put it away by that Persib defense. Straight upfield by Iswan, lovely bit of distribution into Leonard D. Time to turn, picks out Lestien. Deflected effort, scrambled away, Rahmat Irianto. His clearance picked up by Rui Pires. T. Looking a little bit panicked at the back here. Persib early on, Franza eventually heads it away. That's been collected by Tirone. Dedi. Number 10 for Persib, Tirone, who scored the opener in the first meeting between these sides in the 43rd, before that Bailey Wright equalised in the 49th minute. And Persib in that fixture also had to play most of the second half with 10 players after Dimas Dragic sending off in the 51st, something that was mentioned by Poyan Hodak, who is keen to stress that try and keep all their players on the pitch this evening. He feels if they do that, they will have a good chance of picking up the win against the home side. Franza. As Herediana. It was Dedi Kusnandar, actually closed down very quickly by Song Yong. 30-year-old Singaporean midfielder, Song Yong, born and raised in Korea Republic, moved to Singapore as an 18-year-old, pursue a career in the professional game with Home United. Strong challenges in the middle of the park. Possession back with the Sailors. Here's Lestien. Sweeps a beautiful ball into Shawal, taken down brilliantly. That's enough on that, and it's the opener for the Lion City Sailors, Shawal Anwar. An excellent start for the home side, Shawal Anwar, with his 3rd goal of this season's competition. A peach of a pass from Maxime Lestien. That is top quality into the run of Shawal Anwar. Doesn't really have to break his stride. Good first touch, enough on the contact to lift it over Kevin Ray Mendoza. Look at the reaction. The players on the bench. It's been a great start from the Lion City Sailors, playing with a wonderful intensity. Super run from outside in by Shawal. It's in a great run of goal-scoring form, as 11 goals in the Singapore Premier League to go along with 9 assists. 17 appearances on the domestic front for Shawal Anwar. Here come Persib Bandung. Ambitious effort from range by Tirone. Easily collected by Iswan. 34-year-old Singapore international, likely to win the race for the number 1 jersey. Singapore with the international retirement of Hassan Sani. Final time goes long again. It's Mendoza. Kuipers. França. Shaheen with the foul on Rahman Irianto. He's looking to try and use a touchline against him. There's going to be a yellow card here. So an early booking for Hami Shaheen. So the Sailors players are making the argument that Matteo Kocian escaped a booking for his 2 fouls from earlier. Going over the top of the boot of Rahman Irianto, a painful one for Persib's number 53. Has to be cautious now, Hami Shaheen. It is his first booking in this season's AFC Champions League Two campaign. Look at the Boyan Hodak. Here's another look at this brilliant goal from the Lion City Sailors. Lestien, beautiful assist, very smart finish, a great run off the ball there from Shawal Anwar. Still had a lot to do to take that down into his path. Lifted over Kevin Ray Mendoza. Shawal Anwar on the domestic front has a brilliant goal-scoring ratio. 0.81 goals per 90 in the Singapore Premier League for them. Scoring in consecutive matches in this competition as well for the Lion City Sailors now. As Christopher Van Huysen gives it straight to Teddy Kusnandar. He was a part of Persib Bandung's 2015 AFC Cup squad. He's been with the club for a long time now, the number 11 in central midfield, on the ball for Persib. To keep it simple in possession. Hard-working central midfielder Dedi. This Clock has the ability to go box to box. Play down the line, and it's well defended by Toni Darkovic. Stankovic. Shawal. Gets controlled this time by the Sailors number 7. Rahma forced to go all the way back to Mendoza. And the Lion City Sailors looking very comfortable in possession. Get off Maxime Lestien. Chance for Persib. Chiro. Cross has been headed away. Shot comes back in from Clock. Last touch is of Bailey Wright. That'll be a corner to Persib. They could have let it run all the way through Bailey Wright. Wasn't much behind that effort from Mark Clock. 31-year-old midfielder. That's Ciro Alves, the 35-year-old. His third season with Persib. Spent the last 6 years in Indonesia. First 3 were with Persikabo, 1973. Look at that celebration from Toni Darkovic. He's had a good start to this contest. Putting that away. Foul on Hami Shaheen. Clever. The tallest, one of the biggest of players, but he's got a real grit and aggression about his game. Very intelligent as well. He's got his body across Kuipers and waited for the contact to come. Well, it's going to be a free kick given his way. Smart play from Hami Shaheen. Into his third season with the Lion City Sailors. Up into the night sky. Lionel Tan, a mistake at the back there. Allow Leonard T an opportunity to regain possession for his side. Have won it back. And Chiro not happy with the aggression shown by Lionel Tan. Having words with each other off the ball. There's Tirone. Also not happy with a challenge that's come in from the Lion City Sailors number 5, Lionel Tan. Well, there's a good intensity early on in this fixture from the Lion City Sailors, putting Persib under pressure as much as they can. 27-year-old Lionel Tan, another Singapore international, 12 caps for his country. Second season with the Lion City Sailors. Joined them last year after 3 consecutive years at Hougang United. He's also played for Hougang United in the AFC Cup back in 2022. There's quite a bit of continental experience in this Lion City Sailors side. They've taken part in 2 AFC Champions League Elite campaigns prior to their first ever participation in the AFC Champions League 2 this season. Well, Lion City Sailors winning their first Singapore Premier League title in 2021 under Kim Do-hoon, the AFC Champions League Elite winner with Ulsan HD. That qualified them for the AFC Champions League in 2022. As I mentioned, they returned to that competition in 2023 as well. No strangers to continental club football and the demands of playing at this level. For Persib Bandung, 2 Liga 1 titles, or League 1 titles in 2014 and 2023-24. Before this current league format, Persib won the 1994-95 Liga Indonesia Premier Division title as well, becoming the first champions of that newly formed Liga Indonesia Premier Division, which actually gave them the right to compete at the Asian level when they reached the quarterfinals of the Asian Club Championship all the way back in 1995. Made it into the quarterfinals of that tournament. Klopp with space in midfield to work with. To Tirone. Back to Tirone, lovely touch into the area. Well, that was smart from Persib's Tirone. Didn't have too much space to work with here, and then with this as well, getting closed down quickly, and was just trying to pass it into goal. Smart with the first touch, trying to pass it in with the second. That's another foul committed by Hami Shaheen. I'd expect that he's probably on his last warning here from the referee, and Boyan Hodak is asking the 4th official as well why there wasn't further action taken, saying he's already on a yellow. Clear tug of the jersey. Boyan Hodak is still having a word with the 4th official, making his argument. It's an interesting one with Hami Shaheen having to do a job almost as a right wing back at times. Normally plays in central midfield for the Lion City Sailors. That's been his position here on the right hand side for the Sailors in this competition. Couple of their matches anyway. Irianto. Beckham. Clock. Hen Herdiana from the right side for Persib Bandung. Playing right back or right wing back for them. Great battle down this side of the pitch between Rahman Irianto and Hami Shaheen. This time around, it's Hami who wins the free kick. It's a knock to the face for his troubles as well. Once more, just about his positioning, where he puts his body. Protects the ball incredibly well, Hami Shaheen. Sticking a knock to his eye. Former Home United and Young Lions player. Having a look at the 25-year-old Rahman Irianto, his third season with Persib Bandung. Alexander Rankovic, who was a midfielder in his playing days. Should be okay to continue, Hami Shaheen. Poke in the eye there from Rahman Irianto. Irianto a little bit out of favour in the league this season under Bojan Hodak. He made 29 appearances for them last season, 19 of which was starts. He made 25 appearances, 24 starts in the 22-23 campaign for Persib Bandung. Moved to the club, having spent 4 years with Persibaya Surabaya. Indonesian international, Rahman Irianto. Playing a few positions. Long throw into the fan, an opportunity for SGP, and it's in! Maxime the Dream SGP with a goal and an assist. Two to the good. Lion City Sailors with that finish from Maxime SGP, his second goal in this season's AFC Champions League 2 campaign. Just launched in with plenty of pace, good height on that as well. Being flicked on by Kuipers, who got a touch on this. And SGP getting ahead of Hen Herdiana, who just switched off momentarily, and SGP had the opportunity to finish. It's a simple finish in the end. What a signing he has been for the Lion City Sailors. The 32-year-old Belgian winger, his third season at the Lion City Sailors. It could be another one here. Shawal Anwar. It's Shawal! And it's wide. Well, really enjoying themselves out here. Sailors. And it's just a targeted long pass forward. Coming off the back of Gustavo França. Falling kindly to Shawal. Took his time to set himself up. Sent his effort just wide of goal. Given away by Persib. Song Ayong. There's Lestien. A lovely play from Persib. On this left, Irianto with the cross. Darkovic again, well positioned. Heads that out, been picked up by Herdiana. Shot comes back in! Well, he's been the danger for Persib. Tirone. Getting closer. That one off the crossbar. Good movement to receive, and only has one thing on his mind, which is to fire an effort at goal. It's his first proper season with Persib. Tirone. He's having a solid impact with them. 5 goals, 5 assists in the 9 Liga 1 appearances this campaign. Initially moved to Persib in July of last year after a spell in Thailand with Nakhon Ratchasima FC, but only made 1 appearance for Persib before being sent out to Thai League 1 on loan again. That time with Ratchaburi. Kuipers not happy with Lestien. Feels that the attacker went down far too easily. Shoulder to shoulder. Nothing wrong with that challenge from Kuipers at all. Shawal. Lestien, lovely first touch. You could see what he was trying to do with that, Maxime Lestien. Really settled in Singapore. Absolutely loving life in the country, along with his family. He signed an extension at the end of the 2023 season. He continues to be the outstanding player for the Lion City Sailors, joining the club from Standard Liège in 2022. Foul called against Darkovic. Nudge in the back of Chiro. The 31-year-old Croatian central defender Toni Darkovic. He's been a good signing for the Lion City Sailors this season. Has to cover big spaces on that side of the pitch, especially with Christopher Van Huysen being given a lot of license to get forward. Also has a lot of responsibility, Darkovic, with the ball when the Sailors are in possession. Kuipers meets the delivery, played away by Perez. Herdiana gets it away in time. On to Clock. Chiro, back to Clock. Beckham floats one in, easy for Iswan Mahmoud. Quickly out to Lestien. T. T. Pushed on to Lestien, gives it back to Sailors number 9. Lestien whips a good ball in, and to be dealt with by Kochian. Van Huysen, too strong for Herdiana. Side back in possession again. Hami Shaheen. The Lion City Sailors have only been around since 2020, established at the beginning of that year. One Singapore Premier League title and one Singapore Cup in their short history. Looking to try and become one of the best football clubs, not just in Singapore, but in the region as well. Here comes Lestien, drives into the area. Shaw was looking for the return pass. It's been a collision here between Lestien and França. Painful one for Maxime Lestien. França looks like he's okay. Not quite for Lestien. Here's another look at that. França just holding his ground. It did look like Lestien ran into his shoulder. Oof. Painful one for Maxime Lestien. You can understand why he's needing some treatment. And they have to make absolutely sure that he's going to be fit enough to continue. No issues for França because it was Lestien's head against his shoulder. Lots of work to do for Boyan Hodak. Have to be careful at times. You talk about the artificial surface and looking for certain excuses. It can be perceived by players as a way out, as an excuse for a poor performance. It's fascinating as well with the head coaches, what sort of strategy they have when they answer questions like that. We had Jordi Vignals of Zhejiang Professional coming here in the first match, and he was asked about the artificial surface as well. He had no issues with it at all. Said that it's nothing to be concerned about. His players have to go out there and play, whatever the surface is. Lestien, another beautiful diagonal. He sent wide by his first touch. Possession still with the Sailors. Not for long though. Tirone on the blind side of Song Ayong drives at the Sailors' defense. As Tirone with another effort. He had Packham on his left. He had Chiro in the area, looking for a pass. Single-minded, Tirone. Always looking to try and cause an issue for the opposition. Back with Persib now, after a couple of spells in Thailand, producing goals and assists, along with some solid performances. Some really good experience, Tirone, playing the second division of Spanish football early in his career with Las Palmas, Huesca and Tenerife. He also spent 3 seasons in the Greek first division with Lamia before moving to Asia. So we have a look at Kuipers. He's been with Persib since August of 2019. He is again on the ball. Kuipers being forced back by T. Straight into Dankovic. Van Huysen to Lestien, continues his run down the line. Christopher Van Huysen, space for the cutback. Lestien applauds the intent from Christopher Van Huysen. Getting forward at pace, one of the strengths of the Lion City Sailors. Dedi. Back from Rahman Irianto. Persib actually coming into this fixture in decent form on the domestic front anyway. Haven't lost any matches in the league. Haven't lost any of their last 4 matches in all competitions. 2 wins, 2 draws. The last match prior to this one, though, was against Persib Bandung, Liga 1, and it was a frustrating result for Persib. They were playing at home, could only draw 1-1 against the league's bottom side. Another quick break forward from the Sailors. Well, he's saying, where was that run? Not a bad idea. He was looking for that run to come in a little bit earlier. From Shaul Anwar at the near post. Got his head up. He's looking for these early passes, aren't they, the Lion City Sailors? Knowing that this Persib Bandung defense isn't the quickest. And a lot of height, a lot of physicality back there, but not much in the way of pace. The Lion City Sailors have plenty of it going forward. Franza. Beckham. He's going to try and get it onto his right foot. Putra. Here he is again. He's giving it away. Sailors on the counter. Lestien to Van Huysen. Song. Things appear to have settled down with Hamid Shaheen. It's because the Lion City Sailors have been in good control of this fixture. Really dictating the tempo of play right now, the home side. Nice cushion, a 2-goal lead. It's perfect for them because they love playing on the counter-attack. As match goes on, Persib Bandung will be a bit more desperate to try and get themselves back into it. Open up a few more spaces for the Sailors to exploit on the transition. Song-Young, fouled by Gustavo Franza. A bit clumsy from the Brazilian. Recently played in Azerbaijan, in the second division of Portuguese football. He was with Tondela before moving to Persib for this season. Final time. Shawal, Perez. Give time and space in midfield for Perez. To thread it through the T. Lestien. Might just have been a stick there from Song-Young on the way back. Well, he has been their star player, Maxime Lestien. Always willing to try things, looking to try and make something happen for his side. Kuipers. Tirone. Twisting and turning, trying to get rid of Datkovic. It's a swing of the arm there from Tirone on Datkovic. To his credit, didn't go down. And a look at the referee. Wasn't interested. By Beckham. Once more, having a great first half. Here's Beckham. Lestien into Shawal. Took a bit of time for the flag to go up. Eventually did. Has he mistimed this run yet? And that's good defending from Kuipers. Good reading of the game. Nice timing, just stepping up, playing Shawal offside. Clock. Beckham. Tirone. Giro! Well, plenty of power behind that hit from Chiro. A bit unorthodox with the technique. Almost seemed to toe poke that. There you go. Yep. That's called a tonjol in this part of the world. Toe poke. Getting a lot of power. Not much in the way of control. That was an effort on target, and this one had to make the save. Getting a little bit heated down that corner of the pitch between Shaul Anwar and Kuipers. It will be a booking for Shaul. Well, really didn't look like there was too much in there. Kuipers, nothing wrong with this, just too strong for Shaul Anwar. Comes back at him and just runs into his back, basically. I think Kuipers knew exactly what he was doing in that situation, using his experience to get the opponent booked. Job done. Tirone, right half space. Diana with the cross. Once again, it's Darkovic with the defensive header. Tirone. Klopp with the cross. Tan with the header. Just enough on that touchback from T to Van Heusen, and a chance for the Sailors to slow it down again. Song. Right. Done. Well, first booking of this season's AFC Champions League 2 campaign for Shaul Anwar. In fact, it's his first booking in AFC club competitions. He's gone down. There was a forearm to his face from Kuipers. Goes straight over to help T back up. Clock. Too many loose passes from Persib Bandung in this first half. That accuracy has just been missing in possession from this side. Not really offered much of a threat aside from Tirone. Some shots from range, and one of them coming off the crossbar. Tan. Perez, FC Porto youth product, Rui Perez. 6-year-old Portuguese defensive midfielder was signed by the Line City Sailors last year to play in their AFC Champions League campaign. He is back in possession. Quickly on to Song Ho-young. Takes the push in the back from Kuipers. Well, they knew exactly where Kuipers was. Just before receiving, Song Ho-young had a glance over his left shoulder. It's a tall physical presence at the back. Nick Kuipers has that experience of playing in top flight of Dutch football with Emmen and ADO Den Haag, which is also one of Alexander Rankovic's former clubs. Kuipers making his 136th appearance for Persib Bandung in all competitions. Has been a key player for them since joining the club back in August of 2019. Minimum of 2 minutes added on. Sami Shaheen. To rush this from the Alliance City Sailors perspective. Persib sitting back quite deep as well. Side who are 2 goals down. Not showing any urgency. Close down a little bit higher. Try and press the Alliance City Sailors into a mistake. Really comfortable for the home side. And that plenty of time on the ball for the central defenders and in midfield as well. There's the out ball into Song Eui-yong. At half space, linking up with Hami Shaheen. Crosses straight at Kevin Ray Mendoza. The Euro goalkeeper, Philippines international. 11 caps for his country. Yet to keep a clean sheet in the AFC Champions League Two. He does have 4 clean sheets in 6 Liga 1 appearances this season. He's conceded just 2 goals on the domestic front. It's been a completely different story for him and Persib Bandung in this competition. Just having a look at his watch, decides that he's seen enough and blows for half-time here at Jalan Besar, and it has been an excellent first half from the Lion City Sailors. Shawal Anwar getting on the score sheet with the opening goal. Maxime Lestienne with a beautiful pass played into his run. Tidy first touch and a nice finish over the head of Kevin Mendoza to open the scoring for the Lion City Sailors for his 3rd goal in this competition. Maxime Lestienne also getting his name on the score sheet with his 2nd of this AFC Champions League 2 campaign. So goal and an assist for the Lion City Sailors, number 17. And those 2 goals means at half-time here at Jalan Besar, it's the Lion City Sailors 2, Persib Bandung 0. back to Jalan Stadium here in Singapore for this matchday 4 fixture in Group F, the AFC Champions League 2 between the Lion City Sailors of Singapore and Persib Bandung of Indonesia. It is the home side, Lion City Sailors, who are leading by 2-0 as they get ready for this second half. A wonderful performance from the Sailors in that first 45. Goal in the 9th minute from Shaul Anwar, his third of this campaign, getting them off to a great start. And then Maxime Lestienne getting the second for the Lion City Sailors in the 23rd. They looked really comfortable in that first 45. Tirone, number 10 for Persib, the most dangerous player for them. It's been pretty disappointing from the away team. Not good enough in terms of the performance overall. An opportunity in the second half to turn things around. Rankovic will be pleased with what he saw from his side in that first half. Second half is underway. Jalan Besar Stadium. It is Persib Bandung in the all blue, going from left to right on your screens, up against the Lion City Sailors in the all white, going from right to left. Shaul Anwar in the 9th minute, Maxime Lestienne in the 23rd, getting the goals for the Lion City Sailors. Really well played by the home side in the first half. Well in control. 2-goal cushion as they come into this second period of this match. It's a must-win game for Persib Bandung. Lose and they are out. Real big task on their hands in this second 45 to try and turn things around, to get the 3 points that they need. Lion City Sailors, as it stands, with Churchiang leading against Thailand's Port by 1-0. Will stay on top with the win if they secure the 3 points. But it won't be enough for them at this stage to qualify for the next round of this tournament. They'll be keen to ensure they come away with maximum points from this fixture, though. And put them in an even better position going into their final 2 games of this group stage. Persib Bandung's last win in this competition was on the 29th of April 2015 in an away game against New Radiant of the Maldives. Mohammad Ridwan scoring the only goal in a 1-0 win in Malé. Dedi Kusnandar also featuring in that game. Hami Shaheen could be in trouble here. He's already on a yellow. He's been warned a few times now. Slipping the ankle of Beckham. And I said earlier in the first half, Hami Shaheen was probably on his last warning. That must absolutely be his last warning from the referee. Bit of a risk, which is why Alexander Rankovic has asked one of his players, or a few of his players actually, to go and warm up. Ready to make some changes. One of them warming up is Hafiz Noor, Singapore international, who can play at right back or right wing back. Plenty of pace. Kochian. Back to Matteo Kochian. Kuipers. Tirone. Well, they were far too sloppy in possession in that first half, Persib. Lion City Sailors coming into this fixture in a great position. Unbeaten in the group, 2 wins and a draw. Latest success coming against Port FC of Thailand, a huge 3-1 away win that put him in top spot and ended Port's perfect start to this campaign. It was a massive result. Let's see how the Sailors players celebrated at the end of that fixture. Seems to have given them a lot in the way of confidence, although Rankovic said that they weren't lacking any confidence. Why should they be? Leading the Singapore Premier League on goal difference. Level on 39 points with Tampines Rovers, the other Singaporean side in this competition. But the Sailors have played 2 matches fewer than Tampines. As Beckham with the cross. Hasn't quite found his range yet, Beckham. There's that change. Hami Shaheen on a yellow card, and on his last warning from the referee is going to be coming off. And he will be replaced by Hafiz Noor. Six-year-old. But hasn't lost any of his pace. Started his career as a winger, Hafiz Noor. Shaheen applauds the Man City Sailors fans who have been a good voice this evening here at Jalan Besar. Nice crowd for some Thursday night football in the AFC Champions League Two. Is one. França, good defensive header. Jonathan does likewise. That wasn't good though from França. Chance for Shawal to use his speed. Bounces off Kuipers. There's an effort at goal. Goes for the elevation again. Shawal T is asking why he didn't play it into him. And just struggling with that lack of pace in this defensive line, Persib Bandung. Kept his balance well there, Shawal Anwar. Wasn't a great finish in the end. Clock. Herdiana. Doesn't get too many opportunities, Hen Herdiana, to start matches. Not to make appearances on the domestic front. But he is a regular starter for Boyan Hodak in this competition. That switch-in system. Plays a back 4, Boyan Hodak, in Liga 1. Goes to a back 5. Champions League 2 as Lestien sees his effort go well wide. Can be so dangerous from those positions, Maxime Lestien. 23 assists, 12 goals in 2022 in the Singapore Premier League for the Lion City Sailors. And then in 2023, he scored 25 goals and collected 21 assists in 24 SPL matches. Picking up the Player of the Year award, Maxime Lestien. Diana, pass down the line. Last touch apparently coming off Tony Darkovic. A bit too casual there, perhaps. Corner, Tirone. Look who's there once again. Tony Darkovic. Very solid performance this evening from Tony Darkovic, a real key player for the Lion City Sailors. Former youth international for Croatia, and 1 cap for the senior side. There again with the header. Straight to Tirone though. This is Clock. Beckham. The shot was easily blocked. Tirone. Back to Beckham. Perez. The Sailors player is quite right to ask for a card here, and it is going to be given. He took his time with that. Sri Lankan referee. It was a high boot there from Beckham. Beckham Putra Nugraha. Give him his full name. Finds himself in the book. The first Persib Bandung player booked this evening. Problems for Boyan Hodak, who actually led Kuala Lumpur City FC into the final of the AFC Cup back in 2022 when they lost to Oman's Al Seeb. It was a pretty miraculous run for Kuala Lumpur City FC. Real underdogs in that competition at the time. Boyan Hodak, as mentioned earlier, plenty of experience in this part of the world, but it's not quite helping him out in this competition so far. It's been a very competitive group. That's one of the great things about the revamped AFC Champions League Two. Seeing some really good sides being put together. Teams from top-tier leagues across Asia. Mix of some Frecce Hiroshima from J1. CFC, you've got John Book as well in this competition. Zhejiang from Chinese Super League. Put that together with Southeast Asian sides and teams from Hong Kong, China. All coming together very nicely, and that's just in the East zone. Oh, mistake at the back. Causes real panic. There's Clock trying to settle things down. Beckham goes down and wins a free kick. That should ease the pressure on Persib. There's an excellent intensity to the first half of this fixture. As expected, hasn't quite been at that level in the second 45. That has nothing to do with the Lion City Sailors in the sense that it's Persib who are 2 goals down, in need of the win. They're the side that needs to put the Sailors under pressure. They need to up the tempo of their play. Shut down by Dankovic. Perez, time to turn in possession. Stan. Calmly done. Can't pick out a teammate though. Clock. Dedi. Clock. Get back from Beckham. Here's Beckham. Go on a little bit of a run, Beckham Putra. And it's Dedi with the final effort. No danger for the Lion City Sailors with that shot from Dedi Kusnandar, 33-year-old central midfielder. Former Persib youth player. Who had to make his professional debut with Pelita Jaya, also known as Madura United these days. Beckham Putra seeing his route into the opposition penalty area. Just shut down far too many white shirts in front of him. Moved on by Hafiz Noor. Some space for Clock to work with here. Clever passing behind for Tirone. Needed a save from Iswan, and it was a great save from Iswan Mahmoud. First time he's really been called into action in this fixture. A mistake there from Reliance City Sailors. Almost punished by Persib. Christopher Van Huysen doing his best to try and get back to put off Tirone. Datkovic, another really good defensive header. Kuipers, out to Tirone. Lovely take from the number 10. There's too much height on that delivery into the area. A couple of players to aim for. Klock and Chiro were in there. Here's another look at that. It's a deflection of Christopher Van Huysen. Great replay of that one. Making it a little bit more challenging for the Sailors goalkeeper. 54 caps for Singapore. Iswan Mahmoud wasn't involved though until recently when he received his first call-up in 30 months following an injury in some poor form. He picked up an ACL injury in his left knee in 2022, which sidelined him for almost a year. And called into action there, Iswan. Again, comfortable in possession, which is exactly what Sutomo Ogura, the Singapore national team head coach, wants from his goalkeepers. The ability to play out from the back. Something that Iswan is quite happy to do, having been a striker when he was playing for a secondary school. Perez. I'll say impatient build-up game from the Lion City Sailors. They want to invite that pressure from Persib. Shades of the first half here. Very happy to just slow things down, pass it sideways and backwards until that press comes, and Bailey Wright quick to apologize. Line of Tan on the outside of him, and they actually have spent a little bit more time in possession there, the Sailors, especially with Persib Bandung sitting back quite deep. And they don't have the ball. Tirone. Beckham. Into Rahma Irianto. Oh, very nicely done. Away from T. Recovery challenge there from Hafiz No. Takes it away from Rahma Irianto. Looks like he might have picked up an injury here. So overstretching. So it could be his hamstring. He's touching the back of his leg. Rahma Irianto. He's only made 5 appearances in the league this season, and all 5 of them have come from off the bench. Just overstretching there. Might have hurt his hamstring in that attempt at a challenge. Good play, lovely bit of skill initially to get away from Nenati. Snow was there working hard for the Sailors. Let's see as he goes into it. Irianto. You hope for his sake that it's not anything too serious, just a touch of cramp perhaps because of a lack of minutes. Boyan Hoyak is preparing the change. Rahma Irianto is not going to be fit enough to continue. So there might be more than one change happening here for Persib. It is looking like the top scorer from last season, David da Silva, number 19, could be set to come on. Haris Harun could also be coming on here for the Lion City Sailors. Just getting ready on the sidelines. changes coming up for Persib and for the Sailors. Here's Harun set to come on. He will be replacing Shawal Anwar. Scored the opener this evening in the 9th minute after this glorious assist from Maxime Lestien. Lovely first touch. An exquisite finish there from Shawal Anwar as well. Great touch over the goalkeeper to make it 1-0, scoring his third of this campaign. Haris Harun is on. A bit more security in that midfield. Plenty of experience coming onto the pitch for the Lion City Sailors in the form of Haris Harun. A bit more on him later. It's a triple change for Persib. Number 94, Mileson, is coming on. Rahmat Irianto is one of those players going off. Also got David da Silva getting ready to come on, and Adam Alice, number 18, is also on, central midfielder. And that's the third change. Beckham Putra has been replaced by number 19, David da Silva. Makes a welcome return to the side. Here is Adam Alice. Terone, almost a loose first touch. Chiro. Da Silva straight into the action. Was that a back pass? No, says the referee. This touch was of Datkovic. The referee thinks that was purely accidental. Now play to continue. So Rahman Irianto, Dedi Kusnandar and Beckham Putra all off for Persib. Beckham Putra also has an older brother who is a professional player, Jan Zola, who is 26 and plays for Persita Tangerang. Hasn't been the best of evenings for Beckham Putra. Didn't quite provide the quality required. It's easily cut out by Haris Harun. Exactly what he's there for. The best of passes back to Iswan. He wasn't taking any chances. Straight out into touch. Switch from Mileson on to Tirone. Sent upfield by Hafiz Noor. Oh, that's poor from Mendoza. Lestien into T. Haris, Pires. Just deciding to slow it down for the moment. Pires almost lost his footing, able to recover. Back to Tan. Van Huizen winning a good header. Franza asking for the offside flag. There's Van Huizen. Risky pass there from Christopher Van Huizen. Puts his side in a bit of trouble here. Chiro, a driving run to Tirone, who did really well to adjust and sort his feet out. Well defended by Christopher Van Huizen. Put himself back. And in the way of that run from Chiro. Hasn't had much of an impact in this fixture. Kochian. To progress past halfway. It's Adam. Tirone. Made up for his mistake there, Christopher Van Huysen. Was there, sliding across again, put out into the stands by Bailey Wright. Had a bit of a rough start to life at the club when he first joined the Lion City Sailors. Had a few suspensions and injuries to deal with, but things have settled down nicely for him, and he's making a great contribution to the club on and off the pitch. A wealth of experience, 29 caps for Australia. Part of this squad at 2 FIFA World Cups. Also spent most of his playing career in England with the likes of Sunderland, Rotherham United, Bristol City and Preston North End. That's the sort of quality Man City Sailors have been able to bring through. Along with the best local talent, or some of the best local talent, I should say. Will be huge for the Sailors and for Alexander Rankovic. Really ambitious club, the Lion City Sailors, and they will feel that they should have more silverware, even if they've only been around since 2020. Here's Lestien. Searching for T. Surprised that the away side are seeing a lot more possession in this second half. It's just the state of this game. Lion City Sailors quite happy to sit back and close off the spaces, defend a little bit deeper, frustrate Persib. Come forward here through Adam. Almost went all the way through, but Darkovic was there. Important intervention here from Tony Darkovic. Had to get across. A run from David Da Silva. Males, who's come in and added a bit of freshness to that central midfield of Persib Bandung. Opportunity from the set piece is wasted. It's incredible, really, for Persib Bandung. The fact that they've only scored 1 goal so far. This won their 4th match of this competition. They are on the domestic front. Liga 1's top scoring side, 18 goals this season. They have conceded just 8. They were also the league's top scorers last season on their way to the title. Just about gets it away to Kochian. Turns and gives it back to his keeper. Kuipers. And Statkovic always switched on, stepping in front of Da Silva. Back in control of the ball once again, the Sailors. Harris. Hafiz no. A bit of frustration from some of the Man City Sailors players there. Not too happy that giving it straight back to Persib Bandung, especially because there isn't that much pressure on them. Again, they're quite happy to really just slow this fixture down. Franza. Adam. Miles on. Lovely step over. A bit of skill. Pick out a blue shirt. Chance for the Sailors on the break. T to SDN. To Harris. Backwards and sideways again. Playing it smart here, the Man City Sailors. Swanhuisen just running into Franza. Malson Lima, 30-year-old, joined Persib in July this year, on the left-hand side, being brought on in that triple change. Lestienne. There he goes, Maxime Lestienne. He's isolated out wide. It's good defending from Matteo Cotillan. Didn't dive in, just waited for that support to arrive from Malson. As Mark Klock making his 99th appearance for Persib. It is the 299th appearance of his professional career. He's been such a key player for them. And, a real leader in central midfield. Moved to Indonesia in 2017 to initially play for PSM Makassar. And that is straightforward for Izwan. And he had to be patient. Izwan Mahmoud get himself back into that #1 position. Took over from Zafan Rahaizad and is in the back since. Steady presence in goal for the Man City Sailors is Izwan Mahmoud. He will be delighted with the fact that he's back in the Singapore setup. The referee not too happy with that interference from Da Silva. Harris, on to Hafiz. Back to Haris Harun. Harris again, seeing a lot more of the ball now. Will be turning 34 in a couple of weeks. Number 14 for the Man City Sailors. Vastly experienced, a brilliant attitude and a real leader. There's Song Leong onto Van Huysen. Trying to accelerate away, sends a good ball into the area. Lestien with his header cleared off the line by Franza. First proper opportunity from the Lion City Sailors that we've seen in this second half. Van Huysen being punished for that high boot. Again, Tirone, I think, knew exactly what he was doing. Big shout from Tirone. Was nowhere near it, Tirone. A little bit of contact on his arm. Here's that chance for Lestien. It's a good header. Textbook, really. Sends it back across where it came from. But Gustavo Franza read the danger. Managed to get it away. Lestien, who's played for Club Brugge. He's played in Serie A with Genoa. In Spanish La Liga with Malaga. The Eredivisie with the PSV, and in Russia with Rubin Kazan. Top quality Lestien. And he's brought that quality to the Lion City Sailors as Persib win a corner. Now change coming up here for Persib Bandung. Robbie Darwis is on to replace Henhen Herdiana. Another player developed by the Persib Academy system, which does produce quality. Robbie Darwis, another one coming through. He's got some versatility about him as well. Hafiz Noor with the header. Shot comes back in from Klopp. It's come off Van Huysen. Harris with the attempted clearance. That falls to Tirone. Look at Harris again. Kuipers with the effort. Off the crossbar. Da Silva! Well, he's pulled one back. Flag has stayed down. There could be some drama yet here at Jalamasa. It is David Da Silva with the header. This is quality from Kuipers, central defender with that. Don't think it crossed the line, but David Da Silva was on hand to put away the rebound. As good strikers do. Sniffing out a chance. Optimistic in those situations, ready for those rebounds. And that is a great header. Fantastic finish from Da Silva, because have a look at this. He had to generate all that power on his own. Get it back down again. And perhaps from the goalkeeper's perspective, he'll feel he should have done better with that. But David Da Silva has given Persib Bandung a lifeline. Fourth season at Persib Bandung for David Da Silva. Has played in Malaysia as well with Terengganu, also with Persibaya. Even has experience in K-League 1 with Pohang Steelers. He's also played some club football in Qatar. Official attendance is 3,152, which is a great crowd. Made a really good atmosphere, and I'm sure they've enjoyed what they've seen this evening. So the Sailors will feel that pressure now. So try and hold on to this lead. Da Silva. And on the edge of the box. Put away by Lionel Tan. Put on by Klopp. There's Robbie Darwis. Tirone. Klopp. Tan was there. Mileson. Kuipers. We saw earlier, he's got the ability to hit them from range. Here he is. Good turn. Robbie Darwis is free. That's a good ball in, and it's 2! Oh, that was a foul there. The referee has seen a push. Mileson doesn't agree with the decision. Bit of a let-off here for the Lion City Sailors. Let's have a closer look at that. Good play from Kuipers. Nice and composed. There's no offside here. Robbie Darwis, no issue with that. What about as the cross comes in? I don't think there's a problem there as well. It's just a nudge in the back of Hafiz now, and the Lion City Sailors players are convinced that there was. Hafiz looking straight at the referee. And Mileson just having a word with Hafiz now, saying, no, look, there was no push. Hafiz now, of course, insisting there was. And, play continues here now. Tirone. Here's Robbie Darwis. Persib's only defeats this season have come on the continent in AFC Champions League Two. 2 losses from their first 3 matches. The last defeat was to Zhejiang on the 3rd of October. And looking for the equalizer. Darwis, clock, first time cross. Whipped in with plenty of pace. Difficult one for defenders to deal with. They've survived another Persib attack, the Lion City Sailors, who are now the side who are under pressure and looking a little bit stressed defensively. 2 more changes coming up for the Lion City Sailors. Another look at this push from Mileson, which is why that goal was disallowed. Song Ayong is coming off. Louis Pires is also coming off. In their place, Abdul Razak has come on, the striker. And Anu, the defensive midfielder, has also come on for that freshness in the middle of the park. He will just sit in central midfield alongside Haris Harun. A bit more of an attacking change with Razak coming on, which is not a bad idea at all. Just wanting to put that pressure back on that Persib defence. Freshness in midfield, but also freshness up front for the Lion City Sailors now. And Rankovic understanding that his side been forced to defend for large parts of the second half. That the defence needs a bit of a break as Razak holds on to it. Very calmly done. Christopher Van Huysen. First time. T looking to battle away. This might fall to Lestien. Nelson. Aggressive enough. Darwis. Great recent away record for Persib Bandung as well. Only won 1 of the last 5 away matches in all competitions. 3 draws and 1 defeat in that time. Their last away game, though, was in Liga 1, where they beat Persik Kediri on the 28th of last month. They've only won 1 of their 4 continental matches on the road. The last 4 continental matches on the road, I should say. T. Go all the way to Lestien. Razak is free on the far side. Lestien thought about it. There's Horace. from Robbie Darwis. Had Tirone just ahead of him, making a run. Going to get in behind. Back to being patient here for the moment, Persib. Adam. Tirone. Darwis. Well, the Sailors will be perfectly happy with this if it continues. Kuipers taking the risk, looking to try and step forward. Attempting to play that pass into Chiro. Razak was there. Harris gets it taken off him by Adam. Carries on into the area. Bailey Wright. Adding a boot onto it. So a minimum of 4 minutes to be added on. As the Lion City Sailors look to hang on. It is 1-1 between Zhejiang and Port FC in the groups of the match. A long throw this time from Persib. It's going to fall to Adam Alice. Lestienne with the block. Good header from Lainotan. Here's Maxime Lestienne. There's Razak. There's T. Uses Razak. Smartly back into Maxime Lestienne. And that's a good decision. Persib have gotten players back, so the Sailors will just look to hang on to this. Oh, risky from Anu. Rankovic wasn't too happy with that. Bailey Wright just about able to step in and launch it forward. Persib will come again. Adam. Adam. It's made a good change. Adam Alice. It's made a difference for Persib in central midfield since coming on. Cross is played in. Climbed well there, Bailey Wright. Enough is not. Just gets its foot around Milson. Look to try and release T. There's Da Silva. Goes down cheaply. Sailors struggling to clear the lines. Poor from right. Down with a good header. Gets them out of trouble. There will be final few minutes for the Lion City Sailors and their fans. Klopp has four in the box. Shot from range is a brilliant one! Matteo Kotian with an absolute rocket for Persib! A stunning strike! This is top quality from Matteo Kotian. They were sitting back far too deep here, the Lion City Sailors. And Matteo Kotian just thought, the space in front of me, why don't I have a go? He hits that. So sweetly struck. Absolutely no chance for Iswan Mahmoud in goal. But here come the Sailors again. Maxime Lestienne. Was he fouled? No, says the referee. Well, there's been even more of a blow for the Lion City Sailors because Port FC have just taken the lead against Zhejiang. If the Sailors had hung on to win this game and Port had won theirs, which is looking very likely, the Sailors would have confirmed their progression into the next stage of this competition. get worse for the Sailors. Tirone's in. Tirone! Perfection for Persib. It's pure pandemonium here at Jalan Besar. Persib needed the win, and it's quite likely that they're going to get it. What a brilliant turnaround. They are shell-shocked here, the Lion City Sailors. They can't believe what's just happened. A mistake from Dankovic, who was so reliable up until that point. And Tirone, who was always a threat this evening. Look at that. That is composure. In the 94th minute of this match, looking for that winner. He doesn't panic. Passes that right in, Tirone. Oh, what a brilliant result. The final whistle has gone. Persib Bandung with a famous win here at Jalan Besar. The Lion City Sailors look absolutely shattered. Their first defeat in this competition. Looking in control for large parts of this fixture. But Persib Bandung with those changes. Adam Alice making an impact coming on. David da Silva getting himself a goal as well, and Tirone coming through with his quality right at the death. A hugely important 3 points for Persib Bandung this evening. It keeps them alive in this competition. Shawal Anwar opening the scoring in the 9th minute for the Lion City Sailors. Feels like a long time ago now. Maxime Lestienne in the 23rd, making it 2-0. And the Sailors went into the break in a comfortable position. And they were looking relaxed for most of that second half. But David da Silva in the 82nd made it 2-1. Matteo Cotian in the 3rd minute of added time made it 2-all. And then Tirone right at the end, giving Persib a 3-2 win this evening at Jalan Besar.